India, a land of spirituality, culture, colour and festivals. Of India's numerous festivals, none is greater than the massive Kumbh Mela. Attracting millions of devotees, it is the largest peaceful gathering in the entire world. In this series, I'll attempt to make my way to the Kumbh Mela, stopping off along the way and getting off the beaten track, to show you a slightly different and less visited side to India. And of course, I'll be doing it all on a meagre shoestring budget. This is the road to Kumbh Mela. Let's go.
From England, sir?
England? हिंदी आता है?
No, थोड़ा हिंदी.
Rupees a night? Not too bad. The obligatory Indian style toilet. And my personal favourite bit is sink. It drains into this hole in the ground. Yeah, all in all, not a bad deal at all. 600 rupees. Can't complain.
Having secured a cheap room, it was time to head out into town. And naturally, my first stop was to go straight to the local chaiwala. Tea drinking is ubiquitous all over India, and is always served spicy, milky, and ridiculously sweet. And, in this case, if your chaiwala is particularly friendly and loves having his picture taken, it's on the house.
So, landed in Aurangabad after a 15 hour bus ride. Can't really remember how long. Got an afternoon to kill here and there's not much to do apart from see this one building
which is sort of a miniature version of another famous building. See if you can guess what it is. How are you? So, you probably won't be too surprised to learn that this building is a total imitation of the Taj. It was made a few years later, but may not be as big or as beautiful maybe as the Taj, but there's certainly a lot less people here to share it with, and I don't know, I quite like it. Ajanta. So, after 3 buses from Goa, first one 15 hours, then 3 or 4 hours I think, was only supposed to be 3, but the bus driver wanted to stop an hour for food, and then the third bus was like 20 minutes up here, but finally made it. Who's taking? You're taking or I'm taking?
Okay. I'm taking.
You're taking. Oh, you sure?
Yeah, sit.
Say Ajanta. Ajanta. So I didn't actually think about this before, but I actually came on a Sunday. Just my luck. So it's going to be about 10 times busier than it usually is here. The Ajanta Caves in the state of Maharastra date from the 2nd century BC, and with more recent work added on until roughly the 5th century AD. These include some of the finest surviving examples of paintings and rock-cut sculpture of ancient India. Much older and less visited than their more famous neighbour at Ellora, the Ajanta Caves consist of approximately 30 caverns carved directly from the rock wall into monasteries and worship halls of various Buddhist traditions.
अच्छा सेल्फी टाइम
It's selfie time.
सेल्फी घेताय घ्यायचं त्यांना
रागीत याच्यात काम नाही.
सेल्फी टाइम Oh, nearly there.
Oh my god, open the light. It hurts.
I think you can run it. Yeah, running possible.
Running is Take it, run. It's a body nuts. After you. We will shoot. We should see.
You can't finish now. Suffering. You've got this.
We win it, bro.
Oh, that one. Easy.
Easy.
Should we do it again? Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Cheers.
Back on the shuttle bus. Next stop, Chauragarh.
So I finally made it to Chauragarh. A few hours, about an hour or so after Ajanta. Come here. This is now the luxury bus station. Luxury, apparently. Imagine what the non-luxury one's like. Just about to get on a bus here, which is this one. 12 hours to Bhopal. From there, probably another 4 or 5. And finally, I get to next destination, Pachmarhi. See you on the other side. Laddu. Laddu?
Laddu.
Laddu.
Yeah,
Cheers.
this is laddu and this is made from sugar and kutki.
Kurti.
Yeah,
What is this?
food material kutki.
Food material.
Yeah.
Good food material. What I try food material. 24 hours on a bus, finished. Now we're in, where are we? Danam, this town?
Hello, I'm Kulvein from Palakkad.
And you?
Hagrele.
And you?
Neeraj.
Ah. Cheers.
You know that today I'm very happy because I met my friend.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't stick around as I had one final bus to catch to take me an hour up into the hills and at last to my next stop, Pachmarhi. So, lost count of how many hours I've been on a bus the last day and a half. But finally arrived in Pachmarhi. Bagged myself one of the more interesting rooms I've ever had in India. But here we are. This is it. 600 rupees. They did originally want 7, but I got down to 6. Bathroom. Someone was nice enough to leave their toothbrush there for me. No dodgy sink this time. Everything seems to be working normally in the sink department here. But yeah, it's a little bit mad. I've like got the honeymoon suite or something, but it was only 600 rupees. And I'm officially done with buses for at least 2 days. No more. Waking up the next day in Pachmarhi, I had just enough time to explore a little of the hill station town before grabbing some breakfast on the side of the road. A military cantonment since the days of the Raj, remnants of Pachmarhi's past are still evident in places. I couldn't hang around and chat too much to the locals though, as I wanted to undertake the pilgrimage to the nearby Shiva temple at Chauragarh Hill. So I managed to get dropped off somewhere on the side of the road. I've got to go now to Gupta Mahadev temple, acquire some good karma before I take on the pilgrimage up to Chauragarh mountain to go and see the Shiva temple, and apparently some pretty good views up there too.
बैग ऐसा मत रखिएगा.
That Hanuman temple was awesome. I was quite lucky actually, because usually in a lot of Hindu temples they don't let you film. So I asked the guy there if I could, and he was like, yeah, of course, no problem. Gave Hanumanji a little donation. So he was happy, I was happy, Hanuman was happy. Everything's good. Good karma acquired. Now, ready for the mountain. We'll go and pay a little visit to Shiva. So the guy I just got the sort of chickpeas from, which I'm not sure if they're for me to eat or if I'm supposed to give them as an offering to Shiva. We'll see how hungry I get, I suppose.
But as soon as I got out of there, he said, take a stick, the monkeys, the bandars, they're very, very crazy, they will attack you. I was like, no, it's fine, you know. I said, I don't need the stick, G, don't worry. 10 seconds later, this monkey about half the size of me, he just didn't give a shit. He jumped on me, on my stomach. I've got little like scratch marks in my stomach. He tried to get the chickpeas off me. So I went straight back to the guy and went, yeah, thank you very much, I'll take the stick. So yeah, I wanted to come to the wild part of India, but it's pretty fucking wild round here, I tell you. Namaste, Ji. I just stopped for a second just before I started the climb and just remembered I've left my stick at the bottom. We'll see what happens now. Namaste, Ji. Namaste.
One, two.
Got another tiki dot here. The start of the stairs up to this Shiva temple. It's gone a little bit off centre there. So I don't know what that means. Am I like, my chakras need to be realigned or something? Do I still get all the good benefits from that? I don't know. Comment below. Watch out, monkeys. Oh. Shit. I couldn't film inside the temple, as is usually the case. You can film around and the grounds and everything, but inside the temple, no cameras. But actually, to be honest, you didn't miss too much because it's under renovation at the moment, so it's kind of a building site with a couple of shrines in it. Really, the outside of the temple and all the cows and monkeys, that was cool enough. And now, a long journey all the way back down the mountain. See? So I'm just coming back up to the road where I got dropped off now. One thing, I actually don't have a lift back, so I think it might be time to do a bit of hitchhiking.